Echoes of the outlaws, play the music up loud. Drinking whiskey, cranking way low, with my honky-tonk crowd.
Hey y'all, this is Kurt Van Meter, and this is my story.
Echoes of the outlaws, come on, play the music up loud. Let me hear it louder, y'all. Drinking whiskey, cranking way low, with my honky-tonk crowd. Swinging to the backbeat, sounds so good. Two-stepping across the
Well, all of my heroes have my last name, which is pretty cool. You know, I vividly remember my dad coming home with blood all over his uniform, and you know, he'd gotten in fights and stuff like that. And man, he was just my hero. Still is. My whole family is law enforcement. My dad was a state trooper, and my uncle. I remember my dad always sitting around the table with his buddies and talking about how amazing his job was and all the crazy stuff they went through, and you know, all the shootings they'd been in and fights they'd been in, and so consequently went into law enforcement and was able to get picked up by the Benton County Sheriff's Office right out of the chute, working Marine Patrol, patrolling up and down the waterways, which was amazing fun. And then I got hired full-time as a road deputy. November 21st, 2009, this guy went crazy. They found a mescaline lab in his house. Just lost his shit, man. Lost his shit, got into his vehicle, drove into downtown Hillsboro. He got out, he had a 50 caliber Desert Eagle in one hand and a 45 caliber Desert Eagle in the other. He was actively shooting at people. He had just shot somebody. As I got out to shoot the guy, all I saw was a barrel and a muzzle flash. I often tell my kids that they seen their daddy keep fighting, barrel and a muzzle flash. I mean, you come that close to death, your give a shit factor goes way low. So after that, we had time off, and during that time off is when I really started just diving into music. I mean, I didn't really give a shit if I was even good. I just started playing and playing and playing, and I was terminated, asked to leave. So, yeah, I mean, come on, man. You gotta haul all the band's gear sometimes. It's just always interesting to make it all fit. It's all good. I'm interested to see what the venue looks like. Because the venues we play and the shows we play, like, people are obviously paying attention to us, but they also have other stuff to do.
The destination is on your left, 9725 Dublin Canyon Road.
Here it is.
Arrive.
This is nice. Row Ranch Rodeo.
Looks clean.
Wow, that is a small arena. This looks like someplace we're not supposed to be, so let's go there. Okay, do I see a stage? You'd think it would be a little bit more obvious where we'd be playing. I love it though. I love my rodeo family and my rodeo people. I think the toughest part was having to tell my kids that I got fired. It was horrible. It still is horrible. It's embarrassing, you know? You have a million people telling you, why you can't do this, and what are you thinking? There's some loud voices in your head hitting at you pretty hard, you know, your ego and all that good stuff. And it's brutal, man. It's brutal. So they've seen their daddy keep fighting. I just don't know how to quit. I guess that's good and that's bad too, all at the same time. It's good, man. We need a big old stage sign. Yeah. All right, we gotta figure out where to put it. When I first started performing, there was a band called the Concrete Cowboys, and Ed was the drummer for the Concrete Cowboys, and I had to fill in for a show. And I practiced this song, Devil Went Down to Georgia. And I practiced, like, I swear, 100 times. And this is one of those songs you grow up singing, so you think you know it, right? And so I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. And then it was a concert in the park. So there was like probably 1,000 people there. and I start singing, and I turn around, and Ed, his hands are going so fast. For some reason, when I saw his hands start going that fast, I forgot every lyric to the song. I had nothing. Like, I had no response whatsoever. And so I looked at the guitarist. I'm like, hey, dude, I need you to sing the song. He's like, dude, I don't know these words. So I just stood up there and danced for like half the song, and then they stopped it because I couldn't remember any of it. It was horrible. But now we do Devil Went Down to Georgia and we kill it. I hope.
It's not that I wouldn't associate with like a country artist or anything. Like, I absolutely love.
Just not your world.
Yeah, it's not the world I usually operate in.
Right.
I typically get calls from, folks on like the church music side of the fence and worship music and gospel and things like that. I remember meeting you for the first time, and I think you were showing me like a bunch of different songs, like Faith and Family and all the stuff off of Spotify, a couple of new ideas that you had. We sat down and you just started telling me your story, getting in a shootout, how you discovered country music and your love for performing and all this stuff. I remember you telling me this story about you telling a guy to go F himself or something. Maybe it was your boss or something. I can't exactly remember how the story went down. But I was like, yeah, ex-wife's husband, sure.
And a sergeant.
All the people you've told, yeah.
Yeah. My first ever Marine Patrol job as a deputy sheriff was Marine Patrol. And I had my Marine Patrol partner. He said, Kurt, have I ever told you how much I love hearing you sing? And I was so excited because I thought I was going to get a compliment. And I said, no, Stuart. And he goes, then shut the fuck up. And then I got into a really bad shooting in 2009. That's when I really started playing music. It was more of a therapy for me. And I wanted there was something about the right brain, I think, being activated that allowed my left brain to heal. Just being able to strum, G, C, D over and over and over was really a help for me neurologically. I was frustrated after the shooting and, I almost died. And the thing that kept going through my mind was, for what? Like, I died. If I would have died, then what? My attitude wasn't very good at police work, and then I got to spend time with Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood. And I told Garth, I'm like, my goal is to open for you someday. And he's like, yeah, we can make that happen. And I posted on Facebook, I said, fun things happening with Garth and Trisha. Stay tuned. Something to that effect. And then 3 days later, I got asked to resign from the police department. And it was all because of the music thing. I will tell you this, when I think about those people that doubt me, those are the memories that I use for fuel and for motivation. That's the fire that keeps me burning to prove them wrong. And honestly, a lot of the song that I wrote was about them. They can go fuck themselves.
I remember just going, you need to write a song
Yeah.
with that as the chorus.
Yeah,
and you're
I'm
like,
like,
what?
really?
And I remember you saying something like, are you okay with that? Because I know you don't do music like that,
So the first song I ever learned on guitar was Travis Tritt. Cash, Waylon, Alabama, Garth. That evens out the upper line.
Alabama.
Travis Tritt, John and June.
Sing it. Tritt, John, and June.
Brooks and Dunn, Chris and Duke.
Kind of goes like,
Especially live.
like a rodeo, like two-step.
Charlie Daniels is obviously Devil Went Down to Georgia. Gotta give him a shout out.
Alabama. Do it, man.
Cody Joe. Travis Tritt, John and June, Brooks and Dunn. How many do we want to do?
Can we do like 8 lines of legends?
One of the guys that we've opened for that I actually love and I've got to know is Aaron Tippin. Aaron Tippin, Tucker Boys.
Making noise. You could do like a making noise, just like stop with one of the names on the final line. I don't know, man. This thing could get some speed, so you just keep in the crowds like, how many more names is he gonna be spitting out? Oh my gosh!
You're with the bad boys, cowboys, throwing back right boys, knuckle up on Saturday night. But what if we call him the Gambling Man?
3 more lines.
But
I'm
new
feeling
school.
ZZ Top.
Merle Haggard.
Yeah, Merle Haggard, Kid Rock.
Dude, he's the best.
But he will hear this and be like, my man, Kurt Van
You need to
Meter,
go play my...
come play my bar down in Nashville, baby. We could just say it. Like, Garth Brooks, Shameless, slip on down to the Oasis. Just give it to him.
Dude,
I don't know.
so sick.
Oh, hell
take us out. Hell no, what you talking about? I love this country, the land of the free. You wanna try to censor me? Go fuck yourself. So sick, dude. I love it. Yeah, boy.
I used to ride bulls in college, and my favorite thing was getting to the arena, and you'll be able to smell them pretty soon, and it's not bullshit. It's the smell of the bull. I don't know what, I think it's the hide, or it's like this sweet smell. Like, it's hard to explain, but once you smell it, you know it's a bunch of bulls. When I was young, we used to haul cattle in these bad boys right here. Good memories. I got to ride in the rodeo down in Klamath Falls. That's where I grew up, and my grandpa was there. And my bull was a chute fighter, and which means like when you start to get tied on in the chute, it starts jumping out and stuff. And so I was intimidated like crazy. I got bucked off really fast. That bull could have killed me. I mean, that's one of the moments where that's by the grace of God that I'm still alive, you know, because he threw me off. And if you see the video, like I land in front of him, and I had this surreal moment of making eye contact with him, and then when he kicked over me. I mean, he could have just stomped me really hard. I went and grabbed my bull rope, and then I saw all the people on the outside of the fence jump into the arena, and I'm like, what? And my bull had jumped out of the arena and started chasing people around. My rodeo stories are not an illustrious career. I love doing cover songs, but I'm sick of doing cover songs. Out of all due respect to cover songs, it's just, you know, you're singing somebody else's work and somebody else's inspiration, which I love. And there's the whole psychological principle of people will not remember an experience unless there's an emotion attached to it. And so those cover songs create this emotional attachment that is very important for any musician to have. So I don't want to minimize cover songs. I'm not talking shit about cover songs or cover bands. I've been a cover band for 12 years. All I'm saying is it's been my experience that we'll get the crowd going with the cover songs we do, and then the second I start playing my own stuff, everybody either gets a cigarette or, you know, goes to the bar and gets a drink or whatever. I love cover songs. I'm sick of doing cover songs, man. It's time to do my own shit.
The more you write songs from your story and from your heart, from your history, you know, of family and faith and love lost and discovery and heartache and all those things, I think that's where the most powerful songs are. And I don't think there's anything better to write than that, is a real life story. And I saw this potential in you to write your story in a powerful way, in that dialogue, because your story is a powerful one, brother.
Well, just also know the story of the original Outlaws, you know, like Waylon and Willie and Merle and all those guys. It's like they wrote what they're going through. And you look back on it now and you're like, can you imagine if they were trying to fit into what's on the radio at the time?
We wouldn't have outlaw country music.
You wouldn't have Johnny Cash.
No.
You wouldn't have Waylon. None of it.
Slip on down to the oasis. Get some.
Gotta get some, baby.
Get some.
Awesome.
So much fun.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. A chicken wrap. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a chicken wrap.
Yeah, we're the bad boys, cowboys, thrown back right boys, knuckle up on Saturday night. We love cowgirls, smoky bars, rock and roll, steel guitars, the things that make America right. fuck yourself. We got gun racks, ball caps, litter bucks, six packs, glory flying in the air. You can try to take us down, but it's a small town, it's a hometown family affair. If you mess with us, there's gonna be a fight, like a good ass kicking on Saturday night. Oh hell no, you wanna take us out? Hell no, what you talking about? I love this country and the land of the free. If you wanna try to censor me, go fuck yourself. Y'all ready to throw down? Here's some honky-tonk heroes, the outlaw few, who had the balls to tell them what to do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Travis Tritt, John June, Brooks and Dunn, Chris Ledoux, Waylon Jennings, Alabama, and the Allman Brothers man. Hank Jr., Muscle Shoals, Leonard Skinner, Cody Joe, Aaron Tippin, Tucker Boys, King George making noise, Eric Church, Gambling Man, and the Charlie Daniels band. Sturgill Simpson, ZZ Top, Merle Haggard, Kid Rock, Garth Brooks, Shameless, zip on down to the Oasis. Get some! Oh hell no, you wanna take us out? Hell no, what you talking about? Come a little closer so I don't have to shout. If you wanna try to censor me, go fuck yourself. Come on, boys, bring it home.
I'll do it again, or?
Echoes of the outlaws,
Just wanted to share my thoughts real quick, because I don't know where this is going to go, and I don't know how big it's going to get.
whiskey cranking way low with my honky tonk crowd.
I know this was a one song deal with us, but would you be willing to help me through it again if I can find the funny? This is the proper bus here. I didn't do that, just so you know.